Stored procedures and functions are database objects in SQL that allow you to encapsulate a series of SQL statements into a reusable, named block of code. While they have similarities, there are also key differences between the two. Stored procedures modifies data. Stored procedures can contain DML, data manipulation language, and DDL, data definition language, statements, so they can be used to modify the data as well as the structure of the database. No return value requirement. Stored procedures may or may not return values. They can have output parameters, but it's not necessary for them to return a value. Transaction control. Stored procedures can start and end transactions, allowing for more complex logic involving multiple SQL statements. Security. Permissions can be granted on stored procedures, allowing fine-grained control over who can execute specific procedures. Usage. Typically used for performing an action, like inserting, updating, deleting data, or executing complex business logic. Functions. Returns a value. Functions must return a single value. They are designed to be used in expressions and must return a value of a specified data type. Purely read-only, functions are usually used for computations and return a value based on input parameters. They cannot modify the database state. Deterministic. Functions are deterministic, meaning that for a given set of inputs, they always produce the same output. Inline table-valued functions. Functions can return a table variable, table-valued function, which can be used in a query like a table. Usage. Typically used for calculations, data transformations, and tasks where a single return value is needed. In summary, use stored procedures when you need to execute a series of SQL statements, possibly modifying the database, and use functions when you need to compute and return a specific value based on input parameters without modifying the database. The choice between them depends on the specific requirements of your application.